Did you know that the first 5 minutes after waking up completely determine the energy you're going to attract throughout the entire day? Most people get up, and the first thing they do is check their phone, immediately filling their mind with negative news, other people's problems, and external worries. But today you'll discover exactly how Louise Hay transformed every sunrise into a portal of miracles, and how you can use these same rituals to magnetize abundance, health, and love from the moment you open your eyes. Your subconscious mind is in its most receptive state during the first few minutes after waking up. During the night, while you sleep, your conscious mind relaxes, and your subconscious is completely open to new programming. It's as if you have a magical window of opportunity every morning to plant the seeds of what you want to manifest in your life. Louise Hay understood this deeply and developed a morning system that literally took her from poverty and terminal illness to becoming one of the most influential spiritual teachers in the world. Have you ever wondered why some days you wake up feeling invincible and others it seems like everything goes wrong from the very first moment? The answer lies in how you program your mind in those crucial moments between sleep and full wakefulness. As Louise Hay said, "The moment I wake up, my first thought is gratitude. Before my feet hit the floor, I have already set the tone of love and appreciation for my entire day." Imagine for a moment what would be different in your life if every day you started from a state of deep gratitude and connection with your inner power, instead of from anxiety or haste. How would your relationships change? What opportunities would you start to notice? What level of inner peace would you experience? In the next few minutes, you'll discover exactly how to create this transformation. The first practice Louise Hay performed religiously every morning was what she called the awakening of the grateful heart. Before even fully opening her eyes, before moving from bed, before any worries could infiltrate her mind, she placed both hands over her heart and breathed deeply 3 times, allowing a feeling of gratitude to completely fill her being. When was the last time you woke up and the first thing you felt was pure gratitude? For most of us, waking up is associated with the immediate avalanche of responsibilities that await us. Work, children, bills to pay, unresolved problems from the day before. But Louise discovered that when we start the day with gratitude, we literally reprogram our nervous system to seek out and attract more reasons to be grateful. Louise Hay taught, "Gratitude is the gateway to miracles." When you wake up in gratitude, you are telling the universe, "I am ready to receive more blessings." And the universe always responds to this invitation. She understood that gratitude is not just a nice feeling, but a specific vibrational frequency that attracts experiences of the same energetic quality. I invite you to do this with me right now. Place your right hand over your heart and your left hand over your abdomen. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, feeling your chest expand with each inhalation. As you exhale, allow a genuine smile to appear on your face and whisper, "Thank you for this new day. Thank you for all the blessings that are coming into my life. I am completely open to receiving miracles today." Repeat this 3 times, truly feeling each word in your heart. Do you notice how something changes inside you when you consciously connect with gratitude? This simple act of recognition activates what neuroscientists call the upward spiral of positive emotions, where one positive thought generates another and another, creating an unstoppable momentum of well-being that lasts all day. A woman who attended one of Louise Hay's workshops shared how this simple practice completely transformed her life experience. After years of waking up with anxiety thinking about all her financial problems, she began dedicating the first 5 minutes of each day to deep gratitude. In 3 weeks, she not only felt completely different emotionally, but job opportunities she hadn't seen before began to appear, as if her new vibrational frequency had activated a magnet for abundance. Tomorrow morning, before your conscious mind fully activates, before checking your phone, before thinking about your to-do list, place your hands on your heart and allow gratitude to be the first thing that fills your consciousness. You'll see how this simple change begins to transform not only how you feel, but also what you attract into your daily experience. And that's what we'll talk about in the next point. The second morning ritual that Louise Hay practiced religiously was what she called the declaration of my divine truth. After awakening the grateful heart, she looked directly into her eyes in the bathroom mirror and pronounced a series of powerful affirmations that reaffirmed her worth, her power, and her connection with the infinite source of love that exists within every human being. How often do you really look into your own eyes when you see yourself in the mirror? Most people avoid eye contact with themselves, especially in the mornings when they feel most vulnerable. But Louise discovered that the mirror is one of the most powerful teachers we have, because it reflects exactly the level of self-love we are radiating in every moment. Louise Hay explained, your relationship with yourself is reflected in all the other relationships in your life. When you learn to look at yourself with unconditional love, especially in the most intimate moments like waking up, you are teaching the entire universe how to treat you. She understood that the way we talk to ourselves in private determines the quality of love we allow ourselves to receive from others. For years, Louise struggled with a deep lack of self-esteem stemming from a traumatic childhood, but it was precisely through this morning mirror ritual that she was able to completely rebuild her relationship with herself. Every morning, without exception, she stood in front of the mirror and said, "Louise, I love you. I really love you. You are a beautiful, valuable person, worthy of all the good that life has to offer." Imagine what your day would be like if it started with someone telling you exactly what you most need to hear about your worth and your power. Now, imagine that person is yourself, that you have the ability to give yourself that gift every day, that you will never again have to wait for someone external to validate your magnificence, because you will be your own inexhaustible source of love and recognition. I invite you to do this transformative exercise with me. Go to a mirror right now, look directly into your eyes and say aloud, "Good morning, beautiful. I love you exactly as you are. Today is going to be a wonderful day, because you are wonderful. You deserve incredible things to happen to you." At first it may feel strange, or even generate emotional resistance, but that resistance is exactly the old programming you need to transform. A 45-year-old executive told me how for decades she had woken up every morning criticizing herself in the mirror, analyzing every imperfection, reproaching herself for not looking like she did when she was younger, starting each day from a place of self-rejection. When she implemented Louise Hay's mirror ritual, at first it was difficult for her to pronounce the words of self-love because she didn't believe them, but after 30 days of consistent practice, something fundamental changed. Not only did she begin to see herself differently in the mirror, but the people around her began to treat her with more respect and admiration, as if her new frequency of self-love had reconfigured all her relationships. Create your own personalized morning declaration. It can be something like, "I love and accept myself completely. I am worthy of abundance, health, and love. Today I allow my inner light to shine without restrictions. I trust in my wisdom and my ability to create an extraordinary life." Repeat it every morning while looking into your eyes until every word resonates as an absolute truth in your heart. And that's what we'll talk about in the next point. The third morning practice that Louise Hay considered indispensable was what she called the energetic cleansing of the new day. After awakening gratitude and reaffirming her self-love, she dedicated a few minutes to consciously releasing all the energies from the day before that no longer served her. The worries, the minor resentments, the accumulated tensions, any emotional residue that could contaminate the fresh energy of the new day that was beginning. Have you ever noticed how sometimes you wake up carrying the emotional weight of the day before? Maybe it was a difficult conversation you had, a worry you couldn't resolve, a situation that caused you stress. Many people get up feeling as if they are carrying an invisible backpack full of stones from the past, without realizing that they have the option of releasing that burden before starting the new day. Louise Hay taught, "Every sunrise is an opportunity to be reborn." When you hold on to the energies of yesterday, you are limiting the infinite possibilities that today wants to give you. Morning forgiveness, especially forgiveness towards yourself, is the key that opens the door to miracles. She understood that forgiveness is not an act we do for others, but the liberation we give ourselves to be completely free in the present. During the most difficult years of her life, Louise developed the practice of waking up every morning and doing a conscious mental cleansing. She would ask herself, "What am I carrying from yesterday that I no longer need today? Who do I need to forgive, including myself? What worry can I hand over to the universe so it can take care of it while I focus on what I can control today?" A mother of 3 explained to me how she woke up every morning feeling exhausted before she even got out of bed. Her mind would immediately begin to review all the mistakes she had made the day before as a mother, all the tasks she had not completed, all the ways she felt she was not enough. When she learned Louise Hay's morning energetic cleansing practice, she began dedicating 5 minutes each morning to consciously forgiving herself and releasing the need to be perfect. The change was immediate. Not only did she feel lighter and more energized, but her children began to respond more harmoniously to her new, relaxed, and loving maternal energy. Let's do this cleansing ritual together right now. Close your eyes and breathe deeply 3 times. With each exhale, imagine that you are releasing any tension, worry, or self-criticism from the day before. Visualize that all those heavy energies leave your body like gray smoke and completely dissolve in the light. Now inhale deeply and imagine that you are breathing in a bright golden light that fills every cell of your being with fresh and renewing energy. As you exhale, declare, "I release the past with love. I forgive everything I need to forgive. This new day is full of infinite possibilities, and I am completely free to experience them." If you are enjoying this content and feel that it can transform your morning experience, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who needs to start their days from a more powerful place. Your support helps this message reach more people who can benefit from these transformative teachings. The energetic cleansing ritual also includes a very specific practice that Louise called the mental light bath. After releasing the energies of the past, she visualized a cascade of golden light falling from the infinite and completely bathing her energetic body, cleansing any residue of negativity and filling her with pure vitality. This visualization activates what mystics have known for millennia, our power to purify and renew our energy through conscious intention. And that's what we'll talk about in the next point. The 4th element of Louise Hay's morning ritual was what she considered the most powerful of all, the conscious programming of the day to be manifested. Once she had activated gratitude, reaffirmed her self-love, and cleansed her energy, she dedicated a few minutes to specifically visualize how she wanted to experience the day that was beginning, not only in terms of external events, but mainly in terms of how she wanted to feel and what energy she wanted to radiate. How often do you start your day with a clear intention about how you want to experience it? Most people get up and simply react to what the day presents to them, as if they were passive victims of external circumstances. But Louise discovered that when you consciously program your energy from the moment you wake up, you become the creative director of your daily experience instead of simply being a spectator. Louise Hay explained, "Your day is like a blank canvas waiting for you to paint the masterpiece. If you don't consciously pick up the brush in the morning, you'll end up with a painting created by the fears, worries, and automatic reactions of your subconscious mind. But when you become the conscious artist of your experience, each day is transformed into an intentional creation of beauty and purpose." She had a very specific routine. After completing the first 3 rituals, she would sit on the edge of her bed, close her eyes, and see herself moving through the day with grace, confidence, and joy. She would visualize herself interacting lovingly with the people she would meet, resolving any challenges with wisdom and calm, attracting exactly the opportunities and experiences that would most nourish her. An entrepreneur who had been struggling with morning anxiety for years told me how this specific practice completely changed her reality. For months, she had woken up with a knot in her stomach, anticipating all the problems that could arise in her business. When she began dedicating 5 minutes each morning to visualizing herself navigating her day with confidence and ease, not only did the anxiety disappear, but she began to notice that the situations that used to stress her out began to resolve with much more fluidity, as if her new mental programming had reconfigured her ability to find creative solutions. I invite you to do this conscious programming exercise with me. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. Now visualize yourself waking up tomorrow morning, feeling absolutely radiant and full of energy. See yourself getting up with a genuine smile, moving through your morning routine with joy and purpose. Visualize yourself interacting with the people in your day from a place of love and confidence. See yourself attracting exactly the opportunities, conversations, and experiences that most nourish you and help you grow. While you maintain this visualization, repeat, "Today I choose to experience miracles. I attract exactly what I need for my highest good. My day flows with perfect grace, ease, and joy." Louise had a specific phrase she would repeat at the end of her morning visualization. "This day is full of infinite wonderful possibilities. I am open and receptive to all the blessings that the universe has prepared for me. I walk through this day with confidence, knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly for my greater good." After repeating this declaration 3 times, she would open her eyes and begin her day already pre-programmed for success and joy. Can you imagine how your life experience would change if every day began with this conscious programming of excellence and possibility? Instead of waking up wondering what problems await you, you would get up wondering what miracles are about to unfold. And that's what we'll talk about in the next point. The 5th and final element of Louise Hay's morning ritual was what she called the connection with my infinite source, a sacred moment of recognition that she was not navigating life alone, but had constant access to infinite wisdom and power that could guide and support her throughout the day. This was not necessarily a religious moment in the traditional sense, but a deep spiritual connection with the loving intelligence that moves the entire universe. How many times have you felt completely alone facing the challenges of your life? Many women have shared with me that they wake up feeling as if they have to carry the entire weight of their responsibilities on their own shoulders, as if there were no support available beyond their own limited resources. But Louise discovered that when we start each day by consciously recognizing our connection with something greater than ourselves, we access a level of strength, wisdom, and guidance that completely transcends our individual capabilities. Louise Hay taught, "You are never alone. There is an infinite loving presence that is constantly available to support you, guide you, and bless you." When you recognize this truth every morning, you not only feel stronger, but you literally activate universal support in your life. The universe responds to your recognition of it. She understood that this connection was not something she had to create, but simply something she had to remember and honor. During the most challenging moments of her life, including her battle with cancer, Louise developed the practice of waking up every morning and dedicating a few minutes to consciously feeling her connection with the universal source of love and wisdom. No matter how difficult her external situation was, these morning moments of spiritual connection gave her access to an inner peace and strength that no external circumstance could alter. A woman who had gone through a devastating divorce told me how this practice saved her from deep depression. For months after the separation, she woke up feeling completely lost and hopeless. When she began dedicating the first few minutes of each day to consciously connecting with what she called the loving presence of the universe, she gradually began to feel that she was not navigating this transition alone. She began to receive insights and inspiration on how to rebuild her life, with opportunities and people appearing that supported her in ways she never would have imagined. Let's experience this connection together right now. Place one hand on your heart and the other on your forehead. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Imagine that there is an infinitely loving light that completely surrounds you, a presence that knows you perfectly and loves you unconditionally. Feel how this presence embraces you with absolute tenderness. Now whisper, "Dear universe, thank you for loving me perfectly. I trust in your guidance. I am open to receiving all the wisdom, support, and blessings you have for me today. I walk through this day knowing that I am completely protected and supported by infinite love." Remain in this feeling of connection for a moment, truly feeling that you are not alone. Louise ended each morning ritual with a very specific prayer: "Divine presence within me, thank you for this new day of infinite possibilities. Guide my thoughts so they are loving, my words so they are healing, and my actions so they are a blessing to everyone I meet. May I be a clear channel for your love in the world today," and so it is. After this declaration, she would get out of bed completely energetically equipped to create an extraordinary day. This complete 5-element ritual that Louise Hay practiced religiously every morning took her no more than 10 minutes, but it created an energetic foundation so solid that it completely transformed the quality of each day. When you awaken gratitude, reaffirm your self-love, cleanse your energy, consciously program your experience, and connect with your infinite source, you become an unstoppable force of positive creation in your own life. These morning 5 minutes that we have explored today are not simply a nice routine. They are a precise spiritual technology to completely reconfigure your reality from the most fundamental level. Louise Hay proved in her own experience, and in that of thousands of people, that when you change the way you start your day, you literally change your entire life. Your awakening can be the most powerful moment of your 24 hours, the moment you decide whether you are going to be a victim of circumstances or a conscious creator of your experience. Every morning you have the opportunity to be born again, to release everything that no longer serves you, and to activate everything you want to experience. The invitation is clear and simple. Tomorrow morning, before checking your phone, before thinking about your problems, before going into the autopilot of routine, give yourself these 5 sacred minutes. Awaken your grateful heart. Look at yourself with love in the mirror. Cleanse your energy from the past. Consciously program your day and connect with your infinite source of power. As Louise Hay said, the way you start your day determines how you live it. When you start from love, you attract love. When you start from gratitude, you attract gratitude. When you start by recognizing your power, you become powerful. It all starts with those first sacred moments of awakening. I challenge you to write in the comments, "I choose to start each day from my inner power and attract miracles into my life." This public declaration will strengthen your commitment to this new way of waking up and will activate the universe's support to sustain this transformative practice. If this video has touched something deep within you and you feel that these teachings can change your life experience, don't forget to like it. Share it with someone who needs to start their days in a more powerful way, and subscribe to this channel for more content about the power of your mind to create the reality you desire. Activate the notification bell to receive every new video I publish about the transformative teachings of Louise Hay and other masters of conscious manifestation. Remember that you hold in your hands the most extraordinary power that exists, the ability to choose your thoughts and therefore to create your experience. Every sunrise is a new opportunity to consciously exercise this power. Your life is waiting for you to awaken not only physically, but spiritually, to reclaim your role as a conscious